We're live.
G'day, mates.
How are the designs?
Scale Builders Guild. Welcome, everyone. Episode
51.
51. We're 1 week away from a whole year of this.
I know.
And let's extrapolate some data. Figure each show is about 2 hours.
Average, yes.
Average. Some longer. Apparently, episode 1 was 4.5 hours, which sounds ungodly. That's a lot of hours of you and me babbling.
Yeah, exactly. That's
more so. That's a lot of hours of a lot of people listening.
You know, the amazing thing is like I feel like I could just keep talking.
I know.
I really like the sound of my own voice, I guess.
The only thing stopping me is having to get up and do other things in the morning.
Yeah, I think that's what keeps me talking so much is that I'm like, if I keep talking here, I don't have to go do all of the other things that I need to be doing.
Yes, like actual work.
Yes, so much of it lately.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Check in, let us know where you're watching from and your favorite color of pen.
Yeah, pencil is not an answer.
Yes, that is not an option on this poll. I'm going to preoccupy myself with
You're going to remove supports.
Yeah, but this is TPU. So the Prusa did a pretty good job. There's a little bit of stringing. I can probably fix that. But the Z distance on the supports is a little tiny close. A
little tight. Might need to adjust that just slightly.
Just for TPU. Otherwise, it's that printer is kicking butt and taking names. I got to show you some of the things I printed out.
I am ordering immediately. I saw the lead time is only 4 weeks still.
Yeah.
So
let me see if
that must be on the smooth bed.
Yeah, I got the smooth bed now.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
The textured one was a little not smooth. But I also, this is for anyone who's interested. This is the parts of the Chevy bed that Rex Racer 19 is doing. Mod 19, as he's known. That's half of the bed.
Brian Sherwood would like to know, thank you, Brian, is Matt a member of the Trailer Park Boys?
I am not a member of the Trailer Park Boys.
I don't think Matt would fit in that enough. I mean,
no, that would not be my scene.
I mean, I could see you living in a shed, but...
Yeah, I could...
I feel like
I could live in a trailer.
You'd have a little
live in a trailer.
I could see that. I'd see you wanting to be more mobile, though. Like a little box van.
Yeah, that's an option too, I guess.
I could see it.
I mean,
traveling around.
Driving around a lot. Seeing the world. Provided I didn't have to get it on a...
Are you saying see the world or Sea World? Like, no.
Sea World, yeah, Sea World. Just go to Sea World. Just, Sea World. I'm also printing out tiny little letters too. This printer is fantastic. It's really, really spectacular.
Your letters are yes, that is very. It must be a Ford.
Or is it a Chevrolet or a General Motors?
Oh, there we go. I'll allow it.
Here's the bottom. Here's the bed.
That's a nice bottom you've got there.
Thank you very much. My mom thinks I'm cool. The great thing about this kit is that Jeff provides all of these sort of jigs to help you mock everything up and get it nice and square when you print it. So
that
handy dandy.
Yes. Now that is taking a Chevy, RC-four-wheel drive Chevy Blazer, and converting it to a pickup.
Correct. Long bed in this case.
Right. The most desirable of all pickups.
Oh man, it's so desirable. The reason I'm doing this, and the reason Pardon My Noob is also doing it, is we're doing a CUCV build-off.
Right.
Because he owns a CUCV.
He does.
And Canada also used them. So I'm doing a Canada variant. He's doing the US variant.
Wow. I can only wait to hear about when you see the detail that we did on this one is the gas cap is actually sideways versus the American.
Funny you mentioned gas caps because the Canadian version, they are different.
Perfect.
Yes. My audio is low. Is it? Oh, is it? Well,
I can no
got it
longer
cranked.
control the volume or tone of my voice.
Deal with it. You're really quiet.
Tortilla Gaming would like to know what cars you drive in real life. Both of us drive Jeeps.
Yeah.
The superior models. I drive
Jeeps.
I drive a Gladiator now almost every day.
Gain.
And Matt drives a Wrangler.
Hello.
Wrangler.
Wrangler Rubicon.
So mine is not a Rubicon, but still.
Certainly isn't. It's a nice truck.
It's right. Did you ever replace the clock spring in my JKU? I did indeed, because it went bad. And I was getting the airbag warning. So, yes, that.
Joe says, Moose Jaw, you all lie. You're both Ford Ranger drivers.
Ford, yes.
Freaking Ranger.
That is actually.
I did drive in one.
Once
I've been in one.
Once I get back going on Flip That Truck, once I get through some of these freaking projects that are keeping me from working on the RCs that I want to be working on, I'm going to try and go from a cheap RC to a Ford Ranger. That's going to be a real Ford Ranger. That's what I'm trying to trade up to.
That shouldn't be that complicated.
I know. It's going to be like the third one. Like, you know what? We raised $300.
Yeah. You could probably get one for that much.
Oh.
But you have to drive it to work.
I have to drive it to work.
You have to show up and be like, yes, I own this Ford Ranger.
I have done it. I have accomplished all of the things. Oh. Dale C. Josh, trade up or trade down to a Ranger?
Josh fills his Jeep bed with a transmitter. What's that mean?
I don't know what that means either. Man, normally
that's all will fit back there.
It's so funny. It's a very handy sized bed. Thank you.
says someone who has to say that. It's like when you buy it at the dealership, they go, okay, listen, just so you know, not going to fit a lot of stuff back there, but tell people you can.
Right.
Oh, and it doesn't have leaf springs back there, so it's going to not, be rated to carry much.
It's going to ride well and handle decent and things like that. Rich, thanks for joining. Gentlemen, Josh, that's what he says.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Normally it seems like just 2 days between each of these episodes we do. But it seems like since the last time we did this, so much has happened. That it seems like
you broke 3 ribs.
Oh. Yeah. So
have you recovered from that injury yet?
I can feel it. I don't know why I ended up being sore. I don't know how exactly I got hit right here. But for some reason I was sore on both sides.
Yeah.
So
probably just hit you right in the kidney.
Yes. It was I was at King of the Streets down in Vegas. We traveled down for that. The funny thing is that Ben, who's in here, Scale Crawler Fab Shop, he one of the mods on the chat. We have like a moderators chat on our Instagram, so everyone's in there. And he was just like, I wish I was heading up to that, but there wasn't like spectators. I was like, if you want to help me film, I'm sure I could make sure he'd let you in. So he's like, all right. So he like spur of the moment left Arizona, drove up.
That's cool.
So he helped me film all day. And
maybe I gotta go. I got important stuff to do.
I'm not kidding. Maybe 5 or 6 races previous, Ben is down there at the finish line and a crash occurred and absolutely obliterated his shin. Just
carnage.
Blood running down his side. And I'm of course like zooming in on him with my camera like, there's And then 5 races later, I take an aluminum chassis car to the ribs.
I mean, you should have known, Josh. Here's the thing. drag racing is hard.
It
It is.
you know what? I'm not going to say it's definitely not easy.
No.
Because there's a lot of people who were trying, and there was some people who were obviously good and very consistent and fast. And then there was a lot of people who had just rode the struggle bus all day. Like,
Yeah, they're like, I'm pretty sure I can just do this. I'm not gonna test, tune. I'm just gonna fire it up and go. No, and
so,
I'm not throwing any shade for sure. It's not easy by any means.
Yeah, that was all I know is it was coming, and I was gonna kind of pan to see the car go by, and I just knew it was coming. And I just right in it hit the wall, and it came up. So the wall definitely scrubbed the speed, thankfully, because if I would have taken that whole car to the
you might be in the hospital.
Yeah, impaled by a wheelie bar.
Just shards of carbon fiber.
Yeah, just
embedded in your neck.
The worst kind.
You got a dart in your neck.
You're crazy.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Gerald Stamey, I'm using for the silver prints. I'm using Prusament filament because I'm fancy.
Yeah. How much filament did you buy with your?
It came with a full roll.
A full roll, 2.2 pounds.
1 kilogram of Prusa goodness.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gene Masters. Appreciate it. You're the product of flying cars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Perry G suggested, Josh, you should get a Ford Ranger, and then you can join the Facebook group because you'll have the vehicle that allows you to be in the Facebook group. It's a joke.
Will they ask me what my VIN number is?
Yeah, what's your VIN number?
Make me confirm.
I feel like somebody gave me money. Psycho 13 Garage, thanks for the $5. Josh just wanted to have I got hit by a flying car story to tell this week.
Yeah. I feel like I've got one of those already. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Did the shop girl hit on you?
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
Hey, that's my daughter.
But beyond that, the event itself was ran extremely well.
So I could discern that from the video feeds too. It was nice to have steady updates from some professional MCs.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
They had all the races, which was amazing. It was like it got me hyped for doing some drag racing again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that everything there was no drama. Anything that any like issue that did come up was just discussed and taken care of by the race directors, and it was gone. You never even really caught a wind of it.
Right. It was like, well, we'll just have to agree to disagree that my mom smells that way.
Yeah, exactly. So but they just kept everything moving. It went so fast, like it was hard to like take a break because the action just kept going the whole time.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
So, absolutely worth it. And they were doing the testing in the morning. So racing didn't start until around noon. So around 10:30ish, I decided to take the chance to go drive one of the trophy truck things, the little mini trophy trucks kind of.
That's cool.
It's still a big truck, but they have the V6 and then they have like the regular V8 trophy. I took the V6 because one was much more expensive. And honestly, I don't know that I could have gone any faster with the V8 because it's a tight track going around everything. And, the instructor that rides with you, they tell you when to accelerate, when to brake, when to turn in. And he was already telling me to try and go faster than I was going. I'm like, you're crazy. Like, this is.
Oh, thank you, sir. So it's sort of similar with me in the 458 Italia. He's like, the first few laps, he's like, all right, I think you got a pretty good feel for it. You could really let her rip now. And I was like, I'm already going like 90 through some of these turns. I don't feel like I need to let it rip anymore.
I feel very satisfied as is. Thank you.
This was a great experience. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it was absolutely worth the and people who were there for the drag race got 25% off.
Ooh,
And bonus part of it, the reason that I did it was he was just like, yeah, so if you come in, you do this, you go through this short training class, teach you how to do this and all that. I'm like, okay. He's like, training's like 20, 30 minutes, something like that. Then you go out there and, do the, and I was like, and I'm like, or the trophy truck thing, do this. You don't actually have to do the training thing. No, there's no class. I'm like, done. Sign me up.
Sign me up.
So,
wait, just go in on the knowledge that I have now.
Yeah.
Sold.
I agree. This is a terrible. Let's do it. Hey, Psycho 13 Garage, thank you. It was either hit you or the curve. No, wait, that's Matt.
No, that's both of us.
Yeah, I didn't hit a curve.
Hit Josh in the ankle. Or Matt hits a curb.
Yeah.
It's one of the two things. Quack RC, thanks for the $5. Hey man, the photos were great last night. I know what you're talking about. It's cool. What bodies fit on a Wraith chassis? I just got a metal Wraith chassis planning 1.9 AR-44s. Wraith spawn body.
Yeah, which still
finding one of those. Oh yeah, that one was good.
Still sitting right here next to me. Yep. And our Subpoena guy, thank you very much. He says, "You mean everyone was acting like adults?" No, they definitely weren't, because there was no arguing at all. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like it was aliens. Everybody there was an alien, because
it was more like there were some small children there who were acting probably more adult than some of the adults. But
adults are what truly scare me. It's
there were actually, though, I got to say though, there were some very fast children.
Oh yeah, like they talk about like a kid class and things like that. I'm like,
nope, don't need it.
That little girl made it till the semifinals almost. Like,
yeah, she was amazing. That girl,
and her name was not Cheyenne.
It was like Chevy Nova. Chevelle. It was a car. Chevelle. Her name was Chevelle. Yeah,
that's right, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
Anyway, she is the daughter of the winner.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yes.
So she knows. She picked up a thing or two from her dad.
She's well trained. So, and Hilltop RC Park. Both of you guys are great. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
I don't know if it's both of us.
It says both. So I'm reading, but it is on my side. So we obviously know where the favor comes from. So.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. With a name like Chevelle, you better be fast.
That
like naming your son Chevette.
Better than Pinto, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. But other than that, the rest of the Vegas trip went pretty well. I would say that driving the trophy truck was the least expensive part of my weekend.
Oof, that's not a good sign. Did you win enough money to buy yourself a Prusa?
I definitely did not. I didn't lose as much as a Prusa would have cost me. But,
okay.
So, but
it's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I don't know when to leave.
Yeah.
I knew how much I was comfortable losing, and that's,
Sometimes I'm like, you know what? Next roll, that could be the one.
That could, you know what? If you sat here long enough, you're gonna.
It's gonna win. I'm gonna win eventually.
Exactly.
It's definitely coming up.
This town was not built on This town was built on quitters, not on people who were here to win it back.
Just like my GameStop stock.
You're still holding, huh?
I'm holding those diamond hands, baby. Oh yeah, sorry. Small Factory did ask a question about the length of the course for the drag racing. Is it a scale 8th? So that's an 1/8 of a.
That is a quarter mile.
That's
1,320 feet is a quarter mile. So it is a scale 10th scale quarter mile.
How many meters is that though?
Gene Masters says, just got and building my first Cross RC PG4RS on 2.2s and comes with all but the receiver, transceiver, ESC, and battery for my first build. I don't know
Neat.
the PG4RS. I know.
Is that the emo?
No, that's the QRS TUV.
Is a BC8. Is that a thing?
That is the 8x8.
Right. I want that still.
Yeah, I don't know why I think I want that. I know that I don't. I know that it's not the right choice for me.
I looked at the manual last night.
Last night?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look at the manual tonight, just to see if it was something I was interested in building.
Man, you do weird things in your spare time. Although I do collect manuals.
So do I.
That is the one thing I don't
keep the manuals.
I don't keep boxes. I don't keep sticker sheets. I don't keep any of that stuff. But the manual, I keep it.
Yeah, I keep the manual too. It's great reference, and it actually came up in the build that I'm doing right now with the super scale stuff on the CX-10 2 chassis, because I needed a couple plastic parts I didn't have in my plastic part bin. This had all the codes in it.
Oh, wow.
Somebody said something funny here. That's a lot of squares, and they're responding to the length of drag course. There's a lot of squares. It's a lot.
That's how you tell how many squares did you win by?
Well, if this was Mark Rober, that's how he would do it.
Yes, that on his slow motion.
Yeah, you can buy a bath towel from his store.
Yeah,
with the
squares on it for slow motion, tuned to an iPhone slow motion frequency.
Pretty smart guy.
Yeah, I do much enjoy Mark Rober videos.
Samesies.
If you're not a subscriber, you should be.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Rober.
Yeah, he needs it, guys. He's only got like 30 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Ed Bongston. It's my birthday. Here's $9.99. Thanks for the great. The best birthday present I've ever given somebody. Happy birthday, Ed.
Happy birthday watching this. This is how you're spending your birthday, Ed. You chose this. Small Factory goes, I personally like the cross ABCDEFG.
Now which model of the ABCDEFG though?
That's the ABCDEFG emo.
Yeah, okay. Dale C. I got a Super Mint Vanquish VS410 Pro manual. I'll sell it to you for only $5. That's a steal. I know what I have. Thank you, Dale.
Oh, hey, let's talk about that question that you asked in the news.
What did I ask in the news?
Didn't you ask about?
I asked
the RC 4-wheel drive Jeep.
Ask. Oh, that is correct. I asked people to throw out their wild accusations of why you can no longer find the RC 4-wheel drive Cross Canyon?
Cross Country Black Rock.
Cross Country edition. Black Rock, the not a Jeep with the black
the
square.
Jorp Wrangler.
Jorp Wrangler, as Matt called it. Yes, it is no longer listed on their website, although it's still posted all over their social media.
Well, they haven't put up any new posts, but they haven't taken down old ones, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was just I was just wondering, like, did they remove it? See, I figured if it was like, obviously there's been issues with the quality. You broke something. Yeah, right. You broke something on your first run, and I
broke a few things.
And you drive. How was it put so politely in comments?
God. Oh yeah, what did they say? There was something mean that was said.
It was. You drive like a.
It wasn't so much you drive like a. I think it was like you don't actually use them. I think is what they said. That's probably more accurate.
Yeah. So
Well, I do. So the joke's on you.
yeah.
Ed Bugston, thanks for the $9.99 for your birthday. Happy birthday, Ed. Everyone wish Ed a happy birthday.
Yes.
Travis thinks it was a limited edition and it sold out. Solved.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. I'm just wondering. Or did the Jorp Corporation catch wind? And
Do you think that Jorp would be as litigious as that, as to say, hey, stop making that toy?
well,
Yes, probably.
that's the thing. Jorp proper
Mm-hmm.
doesn't
Yep.
care. But companies like them license their licensing rights to little companies. And those
Okay, so you're saying that it's not even really Jorp. It's
Right.
like some subsidiary or like some third party that handles all of that stuff.
Yes, that is how
They
that
were the
works.
ones who were like, we want our money.
That
Why didn't they just ask for some money?
maybe they could have, and maybe then therefore they were, or that's the one thing though. Like the whole, I've subscribed to it for much of my life. It's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
That's how I live my life.
Sometimes
Doesn't-
when you have to, in the in the legal area, when you've already done it and they can ask for more.
Oh, right. That's true.
Well,
That's Moose Jaw says cease and desist for sure. Robbie Bobster said New Bright probably complained.
and the other thing could be
Entirely likely.
The other thing could be like, say, they may say, even they might have said, that doesn't look anything, that looks too much like a Jeep, but so bad at the same time that you got to stop.
Yeah.
Because
that's
not a great looking body.
You can't let people think that's one of ours. I understand.
Yeah. That's one of those things like, we definitely don't want you to keep doing that or put our name on it. Please stop immediately. And
little from column A, little from column B.
Yeah, Jared Marston, thank you for your donation. It says, "Hey guys, what's the best brushed ESC?" That is a good question.
That is a good question.
Best is always a hard. There's best like for bang for the buck. Bang for the buck, I would say like Hobbywing 1080.
Yeah, Hobbywing 1080. Convenience, and if you're a Spectrum user, that Firma 40 isn't so bad.
Firma 40 is really nice. Spectrum users especially, all in one.
Yeah,
super. It's low amperage,
cheap.
But whatever.
Yeah, it's only a 40 amp. But
or if you want like competition super compact, you can go BR Mini.
BR Mini or BRXL if you don't care about size.
Tekin FXR or BXR.
Size doesn't matter. FXR, BXR. I don't think they make the FXR anymore. I think it's just the BXR now.
Yeah, I don't really buy brush stuff anyway. No, I'm kidding. Actually, funny enough.
He's such an elitist.
Funny enough, let me tell you, mail time today. It's gonna. We're gonna have to chunk out some time for it.
All right. Good. Vidjo just wanted to chime in, but Matt gets away with the orange monstrosity of a Jeep.
Yeah. But because that's a Jeep.
Yeah, look at it from the front or the rear. It looks exactly like an XJ.
So
don't turn it. Don't look at this front side. Don't.
Yeah.
Stop looking.
Looks like you're in a fun house. The worst fun house ever.
Jay Walker said, worked with FCA for a design project, super picky and particular about their branding. So I'm sure what happened. I'm sure, you know what? I'm pretty positive that Jeep is pretty in tune with the tiny truck market. I honestly think that.
I don't think that they're any stranger to it. That's for sure.
No.
I mean, Jeep has been capitalizing on the toy market for long before I was a kid.
Yep.
Long before I existed. So.
Long after you'll exist too.
Probably. Here's hoping. or not. I'm not sure which one.
Richard Trigilio over here says, no comment, LOL. Which makes me think he's got a comment.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who says no comment or I plead the fifth definitely has something to say.
Oh, I know. And it would be worth it.
Oh, it'd be so good. I would love to hear it.
Yeah. Quack RC, thank you. Hey, man, stoked to see full footage from the event. I saw videos around, looked awesome. A drag car would be fun. No pain, no gain, right? I could have missed that race.
Yeah. It probably, that wasn't even a contending race, right? It was a very early round.
No, it was late because it was dark.
Oh, it was?
It was dark.
So it probably meant something to someone.
Yeah, it was probably the final, I don't know, 64, 32, somewhere in there.
All right.
Still, it was definitely in an area that could have been missed. It wasn't the last round, but
sure.
That's just.
It's good. It's good.
Matt,
for you, Josh.
Matt has an
character.
extra J.
Or I like to call it the XXXXXXX JJJJJJ.
Oh, perfect.
JJ.
How often do Jeep owners get their windshields replaced? Well, let me tell you, my 2009, I think I am on my 5th windshield.
I'm still on my first in my current one. That's only because I don't drive it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I sell that thing, it's going to be worth so much money.
How many miles do you have on yours?
Hang on, let me do some
kilometers. Yeah,
for you. It's got 9,000 miles on it.
Oh my God, I have 6,000 on mine already.
Did you fly to Lost Wages, or
No,
did you drive there?
I got a rental vehicle though. So
was it a Honda Element?
It was a Toyota 4Runner.
Why would you rent a 4Runner? Why would you rent a car with worse gas mileage than the current car you have?
Because for one, I just wanted to got a rental car to drive a rental car instead of my vehicle, and then I wanted one that could carry all the stuff. It wasn't about the rent. It wasn't about the gas mileage.
Okay, well, fine.
It was a business.
Somebody else was paying for the gas.
Yeah, it was a business trip. So
business trip. Boy, I'd love to see your tax return. I could make a few calls.
I took the Vanquish tent. Thank you.
For all the drag racing Vanquish. Oh, oop.
Hey, you never. No. That was
no.
We had it. That was one of the posts on the Vanquish Products fan page already. They're like, oh, the Vanquish must be gonna make drag race parts.
You're getting into it, man.
I'm just like, actually, I was just going, and the only easy up that I have happens to say Vanquish.
You sure it wasn't the drifting one? That would have been more appropriate.
Team Hybrid Drift. For those that don't know that story,
it's a good story.
Vanquish was trying to become some sort of professional looking appeal. 2017 it was. 2017 Axial Fest. We go there and we got our brand new Easy Up that got delivered that day, maybe 2 hours before I drove to Cisco Grove. It basically came off the USPS truck or UPS truck and then right into my Jeep. Someone when I opened it at the event, I think
someone else's
Tony and Fast Eddie who were unloading it. And they're like, why does it say BF Goodrich on it? And I'm like, you're funny. And then they just
we're not joking.
Keep staring at me no,
it's wrong.
They open it all up and it just says Team Hybrid on it. We're like, what the?
Yeah.
And I looked up, I went on Facebook and I searched Team Hybrid Drift and I found him and I took a photo and I said, have you been waiting for an Easy Up by chance? He says, sure have been. I said, well, let me tell you, I think I know where yours is.
I love it. Some good comments came through about you renting a Toyota. Blue Dooley said, so what he's saying is the Toyota's better than his Jeep.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Dana,
putting a bunch of
there's more. There's more. Oh, you had to put a bunch of extra stuff in the back, right? Dana said carry stuff. Notice he didn't rent a Gladiator. Big Red Bitch also, yeah, because we know Gladiators can't carry much.
No.
Yes.
If I'm going to put a bunch of miles needlessly on something, it better not be something as nice as a Gladiator.
Oh,
just
please.
grab one of these Forerunners.
Small Factory also mentioned that Josh wanted to experience build quality.
Oh, you should go in a 2020 Forerunner. It's like a
that's a rental though.
school.
That's not fair.
I'm just like the dash on it. The dash on it felt like one of these keyboards. Just like
it does feel very toy-like. It feels very plasticky.
Yeah.
And the speed's not very good. Their interior needs a complete refresh.
Yeah, their interior is garbage.
Yeah.
Sorry, Toyota owners, except Rich.
Who was asking? Balding Toski, 9,000 miles, and it's a 2018. Well, technically a 2018 plus. It's like a 2019. It was the second, rotation, but it was still made in 2018. It's technically 20.
So,
but yeah, that's not a lot of miles.
No.
It sits in the driveway.
Do you go out there and rotate the tires a quarter turn every day?
Speaking of, just rotating the tracks for now.
Right.
There we go. Do this guy. Not doing these. Semi tires are like bricks. I like it when people there's just one really quick little comment in here. Black Widow Overland. He just goes, "I love my Gladiator."
Thank you.
Yeah, I would love to have a Gladiator too, but
I'm just saying, the interior of that 2020 4Runner was much more comparable to my 2009 Wrangler than to my 2020 Gladiator.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, so
even the new Tacoma, weird.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway,
hey, BT showing up. Thanks. Thank you, sir, BT. For the rental car you had to share with Drew and Rachel.
Psycho Garage sent me $10. Thanks very much. Is there video evidence of the accident at King of the Streets where Josh got hit by a drag cart? Yes. Or did he just make up that story to cover up the fact that he got hit by a dancing rider?
Ooh.
I wish it was a dancing rider.
There is video proof. It is posted on both my Facebook and my Instagram. If you'd like to see the shot that it's in the distance, but basically you can see the yard sale of parts as it hit me, and the car just goes.
Did you give him any consolation money for breaking his car?
No. His name is, let's see, Nathan. And he did send me a photo of the pile of broken parts, though.
Oh, let's see.
So, I'm not sure. Well, so I'll show it to yours after.
Man.
It broke a wheel, the diff, 2 front shocks, it looks like, some tie rods, a transmission case, and I think he had said that the whole chassis pan was tweaked because it was aluminum. So, but yeah.
You got quite the chest on you there.
Well, I'm thinking that a good portion of that was from the barrier that it hit. It had to be from it. I mean, it made that real thud sound, that thump, felt it on the insides. It was one of those you get hit and you just go. That was I was listening to my video because I was filming when it happened. I could kind of hear it a little bit, okay.
Tree Hilo said, "Watch it with the Tacoma talk." Your Tacoma is quite tastefully done, Richard, and you actually use it, unlike this guy over here.
It says Mr. 9,000 miles.
Yeah, but a lot of those miles are off road. BT, thanks for the $10. $10 for Matt for ragging on Josh for renting a 4Runner. You know what? It doesn't have. You know what? It could be anything. It doesn't need to be a 4Runner. I actually like 4Runners a lot. I just didn't buy one because I don't like the interior. But it could be anything. Josh could do anything, and I will rag on him. Doesn't matter what he does. Even if I really like the thing that he did,
No.
I'm still gonna give him business.
Somehow he still makes fun of Jeeps, even though he owns one. Ryan Davis says,
yes.
when are you getting your 20s? Ryan, that is a great question. Honestly, right now I've just been slammed with freaking projects that I've had to get. Like, I plan to buy the wheels for my Jeep, but I have like some projects that I bought and spent too much money on probably to buy them. Mm-hmm. And my thought is that I'm going to finish those projects that I had bought to sell. And once I sell those, I will use that money, because that was like, I'm just setting that goal for myself rather than spending money that.
It's really unfortunate that that's what you're doing, because if there were any projects in there that I really wanted to buy, I still wouldn't buy them because I refuse to give you money put towards those wheels.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Dana Surratt said, I bet Rich isn't rocking 20s on his Tacoma. No, he's not, because he's using that truck. Creekside RC wants to know, how many cars do I have?
Cars?
In this, cars, real cars, I don't have any. Tiny ones, I've got a few.
Yes. Yeah. I counted the other night, and it was not good.
Yep.
It had multiplied.
Watch the Instagram. Might be trying to move some models in the next few weeks.
Yes.
Trying to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah.
Because summer is approaching, and I want to have room for new toys.
Oh, really? Yeah. I just want to get back in here to get to work on some things, because I've just not been able to get any work done in here lately. Like for the last
projects are piling.
Month and a half, it seems like.
Projects are piling up, and there's never a shortage.
No, exactly. Like our community I was talking about, like the other night, actually, I had I wanted to do just like a little bit more welding on the 50K truck, because the chassis needs painted. It's stripped down to paint, but I was like, I wanted to weld on some tabs that I didn't. So I was just like, I'm gonna do it. And I was out there till 11:30, but I was like, wow. But I realized I didn't get home until like 10 that night. So I'd gone and welded for an hour. By the time I was just like, so many projects. The RCPC is one that I want to get back to so badly, because this one's so much fun. I just haven't been able to touch anything.
That's the thing. Mine is like so close. It's so close to being done. There's just a few other things I need to design up, and a few things that I've got to like clean up in terms of cable organization. And then it's finished. Like, we could do one more final episode and be done.
I know. And so, Toad Daddy, how's the automatic cat shit box? Honestly, Nicole loves it. It sends her a notification to her watch every time.
Come on. Yeah. Every time it's used.
Yeah. And she named it. It says like right on there, like, shitbox just completed a cycle. Like,
unbelievable. Cars, boats, and bacon. No, I list them on the forum first. So that's the place to check out listings for stuff I'm selling.
Jeremy Burr says, better keep as many RCs you can, so you can sell them for $1,000 each, like RC Sparks.
Not going there.
He's auctioning, right? Yes.
He is?
Well, yeah, eBay auctions.
He does. All of his trucks are going on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
The drama continues.
Right.
I had no idea. He was doing that.
Yeah.
So he's really officially out.
I think that some are still being held on to, but yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on there.
So my open letter to Horizon, Traxxas, Associated, pretty much anybody out there, Schumacher even, let's say, anything you were going to send that way, reroute.
Right.
Send him over here. He's not doing it anymore, guys.
So
I don't know. That whole thing is so crazy.
yeah.
But I mean, he had a good run. He did it for 13 years, solid.
Yeah.
Built a really loyal following and probably capitalized on it quite well.
But yeah, I think so as well. Like, yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what the future will hold there? But
it's a large void to fill. I will tell you that.
That I've heard that exact sentiment said a number of times.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know that that's a thing in YouTube. Like I don't know that it leaves a void.
Well, no, because
and I know how
what ends up happening is the people who are following him are also following everybody else, and
right.
It's sort of cyclical, and the viewership would change and ebb and flow anyway. And I mean, if you look at the numbers, just he had like how many million?
2 million,
like 10 million, 2 million, 3 million,
whatever it
was. But the views weren't nearly there. And I mean the same with you or me, right?
Right.
I'm close to 50K. You're just slightly over that.
Yeah, and you get
we don't get 50,000 views per video.
No, it's just not how that stuff works.
No.
Especially when we've both been doing it for a significant amount of time. It's like some of those subscribers that you have are not they're not still active people.
No.
It's just not, so. And then half the people that watch aren't subscribed. So,
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Apparently RC Sparks is moving. He's just getting rid of a bunch of stuff before the move. Okay. Cool. Anyway, enough of the drama. We don't do that here. We create our own drama.
Right. Yes, that we do. Sorry.
Good drama, quality drama. Are you getting the poop machines making a
cycle?
No,
a work text, but important. So, good news.
Oh, good.
Only good news, not
the drag car
not
is almost
something that I have to like
sale.
Go do. Yeah, the drag car is ready for launch tomorrow.
What are they going to call? Oh, somebody wanted to know the new bodies from Proline that were shown at King of the Streets. The Supra.
Mm-hmm.
Toyota, and the Volkswagen, also a pretty good-looking body, I must say.
Yes,
those are not yet available.
No, like a month to 6 weeks or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, they're on their way.
So
being ready to do.
Honestly, I have to say that they both looked incredible. Yeah, I shot like I was walking around. I just shot like that quick video, and I was just like, man, I was shooting the news. I like barely I had like a 2.5 second clip that I had to like stretch for each of the stories. Like stupid, but they look so good in person.
That Supra is well proportioned.
Yes, Drive RC recently released a Supra body, which I had covered.
Yeah, and Ty has it on his Tekin car,
and it looks okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that it's unfortunate timing for them with this Proline one, because the Proline one looks much better.
Yeah.
And then, so I mean, and it's a Supra. Supra's a Supra, fantastic, right?
It's all the option stuff they're doing.
Yeah, they have some nice option stuff as well.
The
replacement turbo headlight, the rear wing, and then the Beetle. And the Beetle makes the whole platform look like a smaller scale, though.
Right.
Like they're sitting next to each other, and they're like, they don't. It's funny, because a Beetle would typically be smaller and all, but it's just because of how narrow it is through the center and everything like that. It'll be really interesting to see if it's fast, because bodies in drag cars make a tremendous difference. If you didn't notice,
you didn't see a lot of pickups, did you?
You did. Yeah, if you didn't notice, or if you didn't watch any of the King of the Streets, there was a double-digit percentage of cars that were all the Chevy Corvette Protoform bodies. I mean, they are
sleek and fast.
Yes. It is a very fast body, and it matters. Some other interesting stuff. I went and stood in the tech booth basically for the final 16. So before every round of competition, every person had to retech again. So you didn't tech once and then go. You had to go tech before your run, and then your car basically stood there until you went to the line. So there was no funny business. They checked the weight of the car to make sure that it met the minimum, and then they tested the voltage of the battery and the voltage of the ESC with the battery unplugged, so in case the capacitors in there had boosted voltage or anything like that. Anyway, so I stood there and I asked the person what their car was, like the base model of the vehicle, and I don't remember. I asked him something else too. I don't remember what it was. Maybe just their name and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting to see.
What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? The top 16, I think 13 of the 16 cars were mid-motor cars.
Yep.
So mid-motor cars definitely dominated. The Associated B6.2 was the clear base of choice for the people in the top 16.
In sort of just thinking out loud, it makes a lot of sense that the mid-motor car is going to be the one that's going to do a little bit better. Just to have that weight a little more forward makes a lot more sense.
I guess so.
Clearly it worked.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it was something that wasn't just a random.
Yeah, it's not a fluke. No.
There was, like Ben was saying, the bullet chassis. There was a number of the bullet chassis in there as well. There was some that were just the B6 or what was it? The SCT 6.2 or whatever it was chassis, the aluminum one. Like they're kind of all over. So
it's really interesting to see, and a lot of it, I think, still comes down to the ability to just get the car straight and get it off the line.
Yeah. The person who was going to win was definitely going to be the fastest to get to the end.
Yeah, I think that's
great assessment, Matt. The person who's going to, you just got to get off the line faster than the other guy and then beat him to the end.
Josh, when that light turns green, you just have to go.
You just have to go.
I mean, what's the problem here, guys?
Thanks, Madden.
I'm glad that I can be of service.
Rich Pennington, I have a question on the VS410 Pro black axles. Any way to do any kind of protection from the beat up look from the rocks? Just embrace it.
Love it.
Embrace it and just go with it.
Yep.
So,
feeling it.
Yeah. RC Patina guy, are the bodies on drag cars regulated, or can you have any kind of Lexan on a no prep car? There is some regulation. I think.
Is there?
Yeah, but I think it's like with wing height and certain. I don't remember exactly what.
Okay.
I don't necessarily care, but
Vigio offered to win. You just got to score more points than the other team.
Yeah. If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, that was also.
And in drag racing, that's literally the case.
That's very true. Dana asked if AVC is allowed in no prep, and no, it is not.
It is not. Wing rules, wheel opening rules, and splitter size, all things that are regulated.
Okay, there you go. I did notice a lot of bodies with the rear wheel wells not trimmed, or not trimmed a lot.
Yeah, it might not have been trimmed a lot, but yeah, they have to be trimmed.
A little tiny hole.
Yeah,
There's
I think
wheel in there.
they had it. It's just kind of like it's down there.
Yeah.
Someone was asking earlier. I saw it and it scrolled past about what I would be building this Friday for the building. Did you catch that little stutter? I don't know where that came from. Not usually a big stutterer. Anyway,
Just excited.
The event that I'm going to this weekend, or that is happening this weekend, is at Folsom lake, and it's a, what do they call it? C2C comp or something like that. And it's on Sunday. I mistakenly said Saturday in the news. Well, I didn't mistakenly say it. I thought that it was Saturday. And then I got a text and they were like, hey, if you're talking about the comp that we were talking about, that's on Sunday. I was like, oh, thanks for the heads up. That was the TGH crew. They were just like, we'll be there on Friday. FYI, don't go until Sunday.
Don't go until Sunday.
Properly saved my. I was just like, it's not. If you go there on Saturday, you can go. It's just not. You're not going to be competing.
Oh, you just. I understand. That's Team Garage Hack.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Hack. Why did you overemphasize the H?
I don't know. You're stuttering. I'm overemphasizing. It's just a good night.
What?
So what are you building? You're building a comp truck on a night.
Yes. Should we do mail
and
time?
now you've got an extra day. Sure. Let's do mail time.
Did you get any good? Anything good? Anything?
Well, yeah. I mean, I printed all the parts for this bed.
That's not mail time.
Like, oh, sorry.
I guess you could have got it emailed. That still doesn't count.
I got some mail. Yeah, I got a bunch of. I only have the remnants in the trash, but I got a bunch of axial bits.
That's good.
Axial bits. Got some of these. Got one of those. It's so strange. I was like, I'm putting together the super scale 2020, but I'm putting it on an SCX-10 2 now because he offers it for that truck. And I'm doing it on this. It's in pieces right now, so don't judge me. I'm putting it on the Trekker. So I was in the process of doing that, and I was like, I want to use the rear-facing trans so I can get an interior in there.
Gotcha. I thought
that
Trekker was on like an ECX or something.
No, never. It's always been on an SCX-10 2.
Weren't you doing something on an ECX?
Yeah, that was the Pinsgauer.
Oh, close.
Yes.
Nearly the same thing.
Nearly the same thing. Japanese, Austrian.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't worry about it. So there were a whole bunch of parts that I needed to be able to put that transmission in. I didn't have the proper transmission skid, so I had to order one of those. So I might as well get a bunch of other stuff. So I got all that. And I also got myself some Spectrum servos, some low-profile ones, because I need them for this build. So picked up another one while I was at it. Why not? I'll buy two. Give them a shot. They're high voltage, high torque, not like crazy torque.
Yeah. They're just high torque on the box. They're
382 ounce inches.
I mean, that's more than you usually use.
That's not true. I've got a 555. I've got a 777. I've got a 9er.
Did I catch a 9er in there?
What else I get? I swear. Oh yeah, I bought some more batteries. Got myself some 5,000 milliamp hour IC5. Which C's are these? How many C's? 50 C's. Because these are so I can go to 6S on the Felony.
Oh, look at you!
Finally. No more of this 4S nonsense.
Dale C. I don't know why people would send you that. Not like you wear it if they do.
Ouch.
It offended my delicate sensibilities.
Was that the thick boy one?
Yes.
I love it.
So, in my mail for the week, another set of straight axles.
Uh-huh.
I got myself a BR Mini from Holmes.
Sweet.
A Holmes, what is this? Crawlmaster Magnum Stubby. A very nice brushed motor.
You don't need a Magnum.
Very nice. I don't have a tiny box of molded heads, so I picked up 2 sets of those.
I've got tons. You should have just asked me. I could have sent you one. Oh, mail call got ruined today because the FedEx man came when I was walking the dog and getting myself a meatball sandwich. So,
So you didn't get to sign for your package?
bonus meatball sandwich. Strike against me. No mail call. So
Right.
I don't know what you sent me still.
Oh, yeah, the package that I sent. I then also picked up a hobby.
I've got all the heads. All you had to do was ask. I've got, which one do you want?
Yeah.
Which one do you want? I've got.
Is that a tiny flannel jacket in the corner of that box?
Yep.
Is that from
This came
Rick?
off of.
It's from Rick.
Yeah, or Mike. I can't remember. Or Cutter, whatever his name was.
I'm just glad you saved it. That's important.
Here's the. I know, right?
Will it fit him?
No, it won't fit anybody. These bodies were so tiny. Fat guy in a little coat. Honestly, though, all you had to do was ask. I even have the sticker sheets for all of these guys.
Yeah. See, I'm going to use the two.
Did my pants get stolen again?
I'm going to use the two that were needed on here. Then I will throw the rest. I'm kidding. I don't know. We'll see. You know what? I could have checked my box of scale parts.
I know you have that box.
I do.
It's got like 5 things
Yeah,
in it.
it is very, very small.
Sparse.
And then I also bought a Hobby Wing, just a basic quick run BL60 and a 3650. It is censored. I didn't notice that. I don't think this is a censored ESC. Maybe it is. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. This
is that for a comp truck?
Yes.
What's
this
that
is what I'm going to use in a comp truck.
Wow. I hope Charlie's not watching. What is that for?
This is for the racing sidecar.
Oh, right.
Duh.
God, your collection of useless vehicles continues.
I got some receivers.
Oh, you're 80. How much are those receivers, Josh?
Like $30.
I don't think that's correct.
It is correct. Retail.
Really?
2106 GF. Thank you.
For Futaba?
It's an air receiver, but they work perfectly fine with the ground receivers.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah.
Then,
Boom roasted.
S9177 SV Futaba servo.
Yeah, and when you only need 4,000 ounces.
This isn't even nearly 1,000 ounce inches. I think this one's closer to like 700. 6 something.
Okay.
High
That's
sixes.
reasonable.
It is very reasonable. And
Is this a class 1 or class 2 you're building?
I don't know. Class 2-ish. Another receiver.
Yeah, is that how you're going to enter it?
Yeah.
Class 2 adjacent.
I did pick up a set of hot racing overdrive gears. Just in case.
Okay.
I can do overdrive in the front, underdrive in the rear.
Yeah, really knock it up a notch.
The of course needed bomber interior because you have to be scale.
I mean, it is a good looking interior. Works quite well in the Ripper.
I bought the Crawler Innovations foams, all of them.
Yep, good.
Um,
He's got firm, medium, medium soft,
right.
soft medium.
And then I bought servos. So
You already showed me servos. What servos are those?
these are other servos. These are servos just to have for like regular like little cheapy builds, like the Tamiya stuff and stuff like that. Well, these three are. These are just like Eco Power $20-some servos.
Yeah.
And then this is a ProTech 100T, also for the racing sidecar.
Racing car, yeah. Dale C said that sub 1000K servo is for his SCX 24. The 4K and up are for his 110 rigs only. Yeah, good question, RC Rorschach. Josh, does this build that you're doing on Friday have to include paint as well? Because that's one thing that we've talked about, you just like holding it out the window.
It's happening.
Giving it a little squirt.
It's happening. I bet I can start to finish from grabbing the body and starting to work on it to having the final amount of paint on it, including masking the windows, under 20 minutes.
Normally, I wouldn't take that bet. But I'm tempted to take it tonight.
Interesting.
Because you could definitely do it. It would look like absolute garbage, which that's what I'm afraid of. There has to be some sort of like barrier to quality.
Hey. I mean,
guys, Josh spends more on servos than most people spend in an entire year on
I have a lot of
car maintenance.
I build cars.
I like servos.
I build a car every Friday.
That's true. That's true.
And then Brian Sherwood sent me some solder. Some not California legal solder.
Oh, so it's chock full of lead.
It's got real lead. It's made with real lead, so you know it's good.
The lead means it's working.
And then I also got a book.
Oh, show us the book. What book did you buy? What the hell?
It's a book.
The problem is we're in the wrong end of this business.
Agree. Trust me. This was not I'm going to get this book this was a...
Wait, what? I can get to 1 million subs? No, you can't.
So this was a book that was sent. And I'm just, this is definitely if you're trying to be the next, who would this
Calvin
fit?
Tayboat.
Who? Is that a real person?
You're missing the joke, but whatever.
Oh, I do get it.
All right.
But lastly, for Friday,
when's your eBay course start?
the chassis.
Yes.
The flat rail.
Flat rail chassis.
The flat rail brazen scale.
Wow. It's so flat.
It's so long.
That's what measuring it against your arm. How many arms is it?
So yes.
I'm sticking to squares, thanks guys.
There we go.
Okay, so if you're gonna do that body in 20 minutes or under, I demand 2 colors.
If I was taking 2 days, I wouldn't commit to 2 colors. Like, I mean,
so sad.
I don't think that there's enough time to have. I mean, I don't necessarily wait for paint to cure between coats, but
that is true.
I'm just saying.
I'm disappointed in my slow mail week. I'm like, maybe there's something in here that I got.
I will say that this was a slightly embarrassing. I condensed this into a box.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you're buying everything all at once to build a truck to run at a comp, and then you'll probably sell it if I know you.
I mean, but the thing was that I ordered it all and then left for Vegas, and I got back to work and my chair was covered in, I think they were just like kept stacking them on my chair to make me look like an asshole. They're just like,
I mean, they don't have to do that.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like,
Josh, your wasted wages on toy stuff has arrived. Dan's like furiously squirreling away money in his 401k. Fam's investing in vehicles. Josh is buying toys.
Yeah. Alex Callie says, could Josh be able to sell it at the end of the event?
You know what, Josh? This is actually a much better idea. I will help you do this. On Friday night, we will have that build sold before you've completed it. I'm not joking. I will help you sell that truck.
Huh. Interesting.
Sell my truck before it's even done, guys. I'll
Before
start
it's
taking bids right now. Before he's even started it. Let's sell it. You know what? Let's sell it tonight. How much do you want for it?
Listen, there's a lot.
How much do you want for it?
I don't know. There's other parts that I have not even showed for it. I've got a UCV bumper. I've got the obvious choice of bodies.
That new body, the Proline one, right?
It didn't come yet.
Oh, nuts!
I know.
So Dodge Power Wagon,
obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously.
All right. Value just went down.
Right.
Bids are going down.
Bids are going negative dollars. Yeah. I am going to obviously put nice wheels on it.
Vanquish wheels. Okay,
right.
So that's $200. Is that how much the wheels are? I don't remember.
Not that much, but still.
Like $160.
Right. I've got drive
with
shafts.
all the art.
Right.
Stuff.
I've got drive shafts on there, shocks. So.
Wow, it's gonna have shocks on it.
On all corners, every corner.
Wow. I hope it's not a Lloyd body because that's a lot of corners.
Brian Sherwood says $500 if Josh does not paint it.
Yeah, Moose Jaw said he's actually going to be hiding in your garage that night.
You see, that's.
I'm just going to go out to the garage.
I'm telling
paint it.
I'm telling what the body is. I'm just like, it's going to be a power. I'm like, I'm just going to open this window and spray out. Just Moose Jaw's just out there.
Yeah, he hands it to you. It's already patinaed and like really nice looking stuff. Got a mask on the side with the Hardly designs on it.
Yeah. Ed is asking, full droop setup? No, it will not be sprung setup. I do not like droop.
He doesn't like droop. He doesn't like to win comps.
You should go to more comps.
I've been to a lot of comps.
Yeah. Are they comps with people like you or people who like to comp?
There's a lot of droop setups. I think you'd be surprised.
There's a lot. There's just not a lot that win. That's the difference.
Here we go.
Perry G, thank you much. Send a message to your Instagram about the winery for Nicole so she can get more wine to spill on your keyboard. I will check the Instagram after the show. Thank you, Perry.
I'm serious about this. I want this truck sold before you've even comped with it.
Oh, that's such a...
I think it's doable. I think there's a lot of people here.
I think that it's definitely doable.
For whatever reason, respect you. And like you.
For some reason, I'm just like, I don't want to sell it yet.
But you're going to.
I am, of course, going to sell it at some point because I spent a lot of money on parts in 3 days. When did it?
You're never going to recoup them.
I'm never going to financially recover from this. No. I can't remember. Did we just... I think we came up with this idea like the Wednesday before last. Chrome
just quit on me for no reason. Yeah, it was only like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
It wasn't 3 weeks ago for sure. It was like a week ago.
Is that all? You probably spent a lot on shipping too.
No, not. I'm in the U.S.
Think of that. Oh yeah, right.
Psh.
Yeah, never mind the duty. I had to pay $27 to get my free toy from you.
And wow, $27! I even put a really low value on it.
Did you really?
Like $100.
Put on it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Dana said, Matt, just get Nicole on board. It'll be gone tonight.
Mm-hmm. She'll just box it up Friday night. She'll be like, I don't know. I guess we're not doing a live stream.
It's already gone.
So,
she'll include a free set of fast Edward bearings.
Oh, crap. I need to get bearings. Oh, I have to get the transmission, too. So,
what trans are you running?
I'm thinking about seeing if I can fit a VFD in there. I'm going to have a regular 3-gear on hand, just in case.
Yeah, because you're gonna be doing a lot of engineering now.
But I'm so good at it.
The night before the comp.
Don't worry so much.
So good at it.
It just comes natural. It just flows.
Just flows out of you. Like ooze.
I just see those.
Just oozes
just
right
the
out.
numbers flying around like Alan counting cards.
You can just imagine. Reggie thought we were actually doing the bidding because there were so many bids coming through the chat. Oh, actually, this is a really good point. Darwin mentioned that if he's going to sell it, he needs to base off the price of how well he places at the comp. So
Like a multiplier.
First, yeah, exactly. First is 110% of the cost. Second is 180. Third is 80.
No, I was thinking the other way.
Oh, like if you get
top
if it goes
half, 100%. Top 10, 120%.
Oh wow, okay. Let's not. How many people are going to be at this?
I have no idea. Probably 100 people.
100 people. Wow.
That's a local event, so it won't be huge, but
100 people is pretty big for me, for the East Coast.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Get that many people. That's great.
Oh.
Oh no, Reggie's like, no, I didn't. I was joking.
I like Jeremy's comment. Matt comps with dead batteries.
I have done that.
Yes, we remember.
What year was that?
Was that RC4 Drive East Coast?
No, that was. Wait, I think I've done it in 2 different events.
Oh my god!
Team K and K, I did that for sure. I was like, why is this truck stalling out all the time?
Strider 5150 says, Josh, did you get a skid for that brazen chassis? No, I think it just uses a regular SCX skid though, right? Is that not correct? Do I have a transmission?
I mean, it wouldn't. The skid wouldn't work with the VFD anyway.
No, I know, but I figured that it was a. Oh, see, there's my UC Fab bumper for it. I'll throw it in the box. I know I have a skid plate around here somewhere. I don't know.
I agree, Daily Drivers. It is sad that your one-night build gets done before the 50K build.
Oh, well, that's because the hard part of that build is basically there. Really, it's just as soon as paint gets
all the
done,
excuses.
Yeah, you know.
It's fine.
So yes, Brazen said chassis ship 2. It's here. We were just talking about the skid plate, Brett, and yes, standard SCX skid pattern. Perfect. That is what I was expecting. So VFD should work.
Perfect.
Well, could work. We'll see. Other than that, if not, I'll use normal. So yes.
Good for you. That'll be a fun build. I'm looking forward to ridiculing you as you're building it.
Yes.
I always pop in on a Friday just for that.
Just to and then leave.
After next week though, after this week, I mean, after this Friday, I'll be available every Friday night to bother you.
Your poker league is over?
It's taking a brief hiatus.
Because they were sick. They're just telling you that. They're going to keep playing. But you kept taking money. They're just like, we're just not going to do this for a while, guy.
What's really funny is that I asked if I could invite a couple of my coworkers to the game because it's like an industry thing. So they're like, yeah, 100%, totally. And then that guy has won 2 weeks in a row as well. Ouch. So maybe they're just like, damn, those guys are good over there. Can't let them. Apparently, it was his job for a while to play poker.
Oh wow! Hey, Brett is even Brett says VFD does work. I trimmed the rear link risers off of my VFD skid and mounted front uppers in the skid.
I want to build a comp truck now.
Boom. There you go.
I love flat skids. I forgot to tell you guys.
Flat skids.
Or flat rails. Sorry.
Right.
Flat rails.
So yeah, no, that'd be a fun little.
That'd be a fun project.
I did buy the SCX 10.3 straight axle set because, like we had talked about on this, like nothing pre-assembled beforehand. I'm like, what if you buy them pre-assembled?
Yep, that counts. I'm fine with that. I'll let it go.
But then I decided to buy underdrive and overdrive gears, so I have to disassemble.
So you gotta pull them out anyway.
Damn it! So close.
That's not as hard as building them, though.
Pretty much is. You pretty much build it twice then.
Well, you're just taking the spool out.
Yeah, but you gotta, like for the rear, you gotta take the axle shafts out. Well, front too. You're pretty much building it twice instead of just once.
Don't forget, it's pronounced skids with a Z.
With
Z.
this.
Sorry.
So
cool. That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to
it
that.
is. I think so as well.
I'm looking forward to your drag video.
Me too.
Losi put out some good stuff. I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
They did a really nice job of filming it. I think it was Brian that was there, wasn't it? Nunez?
Yes, Nunez was there.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a great little couple-minute video that looked great.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. My question, though, did you see the Losi car when you were there?
Yes, I held it with my hands.
Did it feel nice?
It's hefty. It is
yeah?
It is a heavy car.
It's a thick boy.
Yes, exactly. It's just the body itself is heavy because it's a 3-piece body with molded bumpers and LEDs, and there's just a lot to it. So the body is heavy, but not only that, the car itself is heavy. It's got a big aluminum chassis pan, and just overall, it's a heavy car. However,
That's why they put all the KVs in it.
Right, 6,500 kV motor. Either way, it's if you're at a hobby shop and you see it on the counter and you see a DR10 next to it, it's a much more appealing look.
Right, it's worlds away in terms
of the
look.
It makes the DR10 look like a much less polished final product. That being said, I think that the DR10 probably a more competitive base vehicle.
Okay. I'll know soon enough because I'll have them both.
The DR10, it's a fairly light chassis. You can tune with it as you need. It's just kind of bare bones in that way. Obviously, basically one of the two in the final run of King of the Streets, one of the cars was a bullet chassis, which is a flat plate carbon fiber chassis, B6.2 base, I think. Then the other one was basically a just mildly hopped up DR10 with power.
That's amazing.
It was the plastic tub. He had a couple of weight pieces here and there, but other than that, it was a DR10.
Incredible.
And like I said, only 3 of the final 16 cars were rear motor.
Yeah.
That was one of them. One other one was a slash base. And I think there was 2 DR10s. One was basically built up carbon fiber chassis. But yeah, I mean, obviously that DR10 with just power and tuning was able to run side by side with the fastest cars all day long and beat all of them until the last race. So
that's pretty amazing. Sam's Garage, thanks for the $2 redos. Love the hat, Matt. Thank you. Nice. Shannon, great to see you on this stream, by the way. And nice to see you posting on the forum again. So thanks for coming out.
Lone Star RC guy, thank you. $4.99 for future injuries suffered from Losi drag cars. I'm thinking that it could put a solid lump in the side of my ribs.
Probably could.
Maybe
we'll get together and we can test that theory. Trujillo says he hasn't even had one in his hand yet.
Yeah, it's overall just the final package of that car looks so good.
Red or blue?
I think I would go blue. I think I would go without the Summit livery. The Summit livery, I get why they did it, and it looks good.
Yeah, it's cool. Looks good, but
the body on that car just looks great with the big cowl, just everything.
Yep. I'm going to add some more paint to it, though.
Can you do it in 20 minutes?
Put Hemi Storm all over it.
Yeah.
Hemi Storm livery on it.
So it's going to be cool. And I liked the licensed Mickey Thompson tires. Wheels looked great. Wheelie bar on it. It basically looks like a DR10 wheelie bar as far as not that great. It's cost effective.
Yeah.
It is
And
a
of course,
cost-effective
because
wheelie bar.
I'm a sucker, I bought that carbon chassis that you bought as well.
Nice.
So I'll be doing that conversion to my DR10 or DB10 actually.
Yes.
I'm going to take it seriously this year. I'm going to actually get it out there and hopefully do some
Have
racing.
you bought the Sky RC module yet?
Yeah, I have it over here.
Okay, good.
Yep, I got it. The GNS
Yes.
or whatever it is.
That is
that. Yeah.
the best thing I've ever bought for drag racing. So
Cool.
both times
I will
I've
do
used
my
it.
practicing. I was going to say, yeah. Hey, Lone Star RC guy, thanks for the $4.99 for a flat rail chassis. All right, I'll put it in the.
I'll earmark that.
Kitty. Yeah.
Slow Don, thank you at $4.99 for the crawler.
Billy Ray, do you think Traxxas will sue over the Summit livery? No, because Traxxas doesn't own that.
No,
they probably licensed it as
Summit Racing livery.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It is a massive company. Probably bigger than Traxxas.
Yes.
Or if not, it's close.
Mm.
And so, yeah, the Losi is based on the 22. It says it right in the title of the vehicle. Losi 1969 Camaro 22S no prep drag car. A lot of name as well. Why are names getting so long?
So, I don't know. Hey, I just realized my microphone's not plugged in. That's why I'm so quiet today.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Hold on. There. Now I'm too loud.
We've done this 51 weeks in a row.
And I forget things all the time. So do you. Don't feel like you're so superior.
Right.
There's been a lot of times you're like, what's going on? It's exactly the same as always. I bet you everyone that's watching my stream just had to go turn the volume down because now it's a proper microphone.
People on my stream didn't have to suffer the same thing because I believe you were trying to use a different microphone for mine.
No, I always use the same microphone for you.
Oh, well, it didn't change at all on this side.
Well, good. Yeah, everyone's got to adjust the volume. And this show is still on, Richard asks.
I forgot to turn the camera on this week.
Sorry, guys. But that serves you right for watching this show. Something's always going to happen. Ian Turbot asks, will I be testing my drag car near any car dealerships?
See, that's one of the other ones that I so badly want to get back to is my TRX6.
Yeah, so, you've got a lot to do.
I do. I just need to get some stuff done so I can get back to working on toy cars. So
yeah,
we're getting there.
In fact, I've got so much actual work to do. Like March is a write-off. I've got a video that I shot of me doing all the upgrades to the Haas. Like I've loaded this thing up with everything that you could put in it, I think.
Those are some mighty orange arms.
Yeah, they're the beefy cold weather arms.
Oh, look at you.
For the cold. But the likelihood of me actually getting out to drive that anytime soon is not likely. So
you could drive that in the snow.
There's no more snow.
Then what is the problem?
My time.
You're just busy.
I don't have any time.
Okay, that I will give you. That I can understand.
Yeah, and it's not for lack of trying. Trust me.
Yes.
They're like, every once in a while they go, so there's this project, and I'm like, I don't want to do it.
Right.
And it's not a question anymore.
Right.
They just kind of go, there's this project. And I go,
yeah. Schultz asks, will there be any curbs involved with my drag car? I didn't hit a curb yet. Well, did I?
Yeah. I think you avoided the curb and hit your foot.
Well, yeah, but with my actual drag car, I think I did hit a curb.
I think you did
on my
too.
Yeah, because that's actually how I ended up breaking that Drag Race Concepts wheelie bar on the first shot.
Right.
It definitely unloaded, and then it just
Yeah. Brandon Garrett, thanks for the $5. Matt, have you seen the prices of RC Spark stuff in eBay? Do Canadians just like paying more? Well, our dollar is worth less than yours.
There is that.
Prices tend to get inflated once they get converted to Canadian dollars. Like the Traxxas website, if you can figure out a way to get onto the Canadian one, you will be shocked at how much people are paying for things in Canadian dollars. So there's that to keep in mind. Stephen Morgan, when painting hard bodies, is it best to paint dark colors to light or vice versa?
Well, see, what I do is
don't listen to Josh. With hard bodies, though, I think you want to probably. I'm having a hard time remembering this, but I think you want to do your light. You want to do your light colors first.
Dark first.
Really? Oh yeah, dark colors first. Unless you're, well, if you're masking, it doesn't.
Why are you listening to me at all?
Yeah, why am I listening to you? My brain is broken. Do your light colors first, and then mask them off. That way, they stay nice and light the way you intend them. It's the opposite on a Lexan body. You want to start with the dark colors because it's a lot harder to get light colors over a dark color.
Yeah. I just like that I just said it confidently, and you're like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you son of a gun. Always. Light colors first. Yes, I am correct. Don't listen to Josh.
Huh. Yeah.
Adam Tevin also asked me what I do for a living. I'm in advertising. I am a film editor. I edit commercials for the most part.
Fun stuff. On your heavy flow days, what you need.
I actually did one of those ads, but it was for an even more disturbing product. I will not share. Or will I?
More.
So, okay. It was a feminine hygiene product.
Okay.
But it was for yeast infections. But it was like a wipe, like a pad. Terrible. I've done some doozies, and this actually would be a fun stream to do just for ad stuff that I've done in the past. I once did an ad for a company called Senior Tours, which would cart old people around.
Like a hover round?
Vacations. No, like vacations.
Okay.
And the ad featured 2 talking suitcases.
Okay.
But they weren't it wasn't CG. It was just like a guy just off camera with some strings, just like wiggling the suitcases back and forth. Like just kind of shimmying them around a little bit. And then they put the voices in afterwards. Those are dark days, man. That was a hard commercial to work on because the people who were making it, the advertising agency, they were very serious about it. So they're like, does it look like the suitcase is talking? And I'm like, no.
No. Like, oh my God.
Not even a little bit. How can we fix that? I don't know, man. You're on your own there. I just put them together. Anyway, that's what I do for a living.
Oh my God.
Stephen Morgan, I don't work at Taxi. I'm like a subcontractor, but I know that agency quite well. There we go.
That's pretty good. Like,
yeah, I have some other great stories, but some of them might incriminate me, so I plead the fifth.
Right.
What we did there is circle back.
Yeah, exactly. Call back.
Oh, brother.
How does one sell yeast infection wipes?
Surprisingly easily.
They sell themselves, really. When you know, you know.
I don't have to do very much on those things.
You need this? Here's a brand. Oh.
Yeah. PSAs is a great way to work in this business too. I've done a ton of those. That's the Uber, well, I shouldn't say who it's for yet, but the ones that I'm doing with the models, the little miniature models, that's a whole public service announcement. It's going to be really good. I've seen some more final stuff and it's looking really awesome.
Now, I mean, doesn't Canada do a lot more PSAs than... I think there's like, you guys have a lot of PSAs.
Yeah, there's actually really good benefits to doing a PSA here. You get donated airtime, so you don't even have to pay for the airtime.
But it has to be
and a
for
lot
PSA.
of agencies, but a lot of agencies do them because you can be a lot more creative because the clients aren't paying for them. So in a lot of cases, you get to do a lot more creative work that could win a lot of awards and do really well for your agency much cheaper than you normally would.
Awards.
Yeah, advertising awards. It's a big deal. Maybe not for you.
Did the yeast
Talking
infection?
Suitcases? No, Talking Suitcases did not win any awards. But I've been a part of a lot of awards in the past, a lot of big ads that did very well, and all kinds of really
to the Grand Canyon.
No. Right. So yes, that's what I do. Wait a minute, you can't plead the fifth. You're Canadian.
Yeah.
Here it's the 4.375.
Yeah, the metric conversion.
Yes. Yeah. 3.169 or something, whatever it is.
3.1459. 3.14159.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Schultz, what are you trying to say there, man? He wrote, "Did your man-pone commercial win?" And I know
man-pon, like a tampon, but it's man-pon.
I see. Is that a product?
No, it's not. But
okay.
Yes. God. Who just Googled that commercial, says Chris.
Yeah. Did you guys look for the Talking Suitcases one? I think it's up there. I've seen it before. Tony, CCXRC, who also kind of loosely works in the client supplier-based advertising editing business like I do, said nothing like sharing your screen in a Zoom meeting to have people tell you how to edit. Absolutely right.
You know what would look better is
there's a great GIF of like it's a man sitting at a desk and behind him is like some creative guy, and the guy behind him goes like this, and then it cuts to the screen and he's moving the timeline, just he's moving one frame, and then it cuts back to the guy and he goes, "No, move it this way now," and then it moves back that one frame and it just repeats. I was like, that's my life. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's I can only imagine if I had to share that part of it, my normal job. Like, I guess this is kind of that though. Like,
this is not your normal job,
but RC's kind of is. And honestly, the conversation that we're having here, not that much
I've
different.
seen what you do. I've seen what you do at work. A lot of sitting back like this, turning in your chair. Notice there. Oh, there's the squeak. Darn it.
Notice there. That's what you get. Yeah, that's. I'm just saying. If I had to go to other people and tell them why my idea was clearly better, it would be a rough day for everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's never happened. See, guys, I told you.
Right.
See, I told you we should have done a drag car.
Right. I told you. Yeah, they were all for it. I canned it. I was like, nope, no drag cars.
There's no.
We were Yeah, we were gonna do one. We were gonna full, but I said nope. Not axed. All right.
It was actually going to be a cross between the lowrider and a drag car.
We were gonna try and hit both markets at once. That's right. So you could go down the strip and then just hop over.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Right. You see what
Drawing board.
What you have to do is you have to get off the line, fat.
You just gotta, when the light goes green, just move faster than the other person. What's the problem?
I don't understand. This seems so easy.
Guys, instead of like doing a bunch of squirrely donuts right off the line, just go straight. It's way faster that way.
Oh, didn't a car...
Don't hit the obstacles. Don't cross into the other lane. Just
didn't
go straight.
A car hop into your ribs?
That was the prototype.
Right. Success. Check.
Oh, that's unexpected. It's actually going to be a crawling drag car. They're going to open a whole new market.
Exactly.
And BP is going to start making dirt drag car trucks.
Yes. All based on Ford Rangers, though.
Schultz goes, "You make it so easy. Where were you 2 years ago?" I know. Guys, I'm right here.
They should pay me more. Oh, my God. Oh,
obviously, I know it's very hard.
Yeah, we've seen
I
your
have
video.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's not easy.
Oni says, introducing the new Vanquish VS better reaction time. A sure winner.
It actually knows when the light goes green.
It's got
and
a
it just
sensor and it just
up.
does it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, but that is one of those things. Like, we would, at our office, we would be like trying to figure out the name, and someone would be like, better reaction time. We'd be like, VSBRT, done. Put it on the box. Tell nobody. that is the best part of all of them. Like,
CCXRC says SBG RC Consulting. All the ideas, and this is me, all the ideas you haven't thought of, but you should have a long time ago. What's wrong with you? That's the tagline.
Oh my God. Yes. Crawling drag racing 132 feet in 10 minutes. Introducing the new Rippy drag car kit, only $23.99.
Rippy.
Rippy, yes.
No. Ian Turbot said the Vanquish drag car should be called the Zipper. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I like it.
I like that a lot.
I like where your head's at. That's a good idea. Good idea. Write that down.
Yeah, somebody write that down.
Oh my God.
Ah, what else?
Yeah.
I think that's it for this week. I feel like
pretty much. I've got.
kind of covered it.
I'm looking forward to Friday night, mainly because I'll actually get to work on an RC car. That is like the best part of the live streams. I'm just like, I'm sitting down to work on an RC car.
Yeah, that is nice. I would like that.
After this stream, I'm like, I would like to work on something, but I need to go edit the King of the Streets video.
And I need to go edit for my real job. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do.
Then, so much to do. And then back to the other things that I had to work on anyway. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll cut this one a little bit short.
Yep.
That's okay.
No, it's been a solid night and looking forward. Now, I have been doing my Sunday streams early, but I don't think that's going to happen. Probably going to go back to the late Sunday stream on Sunday, 6 p.m. So that I can recap the
comp. Yes, of course.
On Sunday.
And the truck you sold.
Ooh, maybe we'll sell
Michael
it on the
Swan,
stream. There we go.
$10. Sell it on the stream. I will help you. I will take all the auction bids.
There you go.
I'll hold the money in escrow.
Perfect.
So pay me for Josh's truck.
Yeah.
No guarantee you'll get the truck.
Yeah. Yes.
And there are no refunds. Michael Swan, thank you very much for the $10. Much appreciated. You guys are And Jaywalker said, "You guys are part of what makes this hobby great."
You
I think
are
what he meant to
Jaywalker.
say was, I think what he meant to say was, "You guys are part of what makes this hobby great." It's all about the cadence.
Yes. Time to eat, Grandma. Time to eat, Grandma.
Eat Grandma. Or my favorite, Aunt Doris died. LOL.
Lots of love.
Lots of love.
I thought you were going to talk about Uncle Jack and his horse, but that was the other one.
I don't know that.
That's
one.
another cadence thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
thanks everybody for watching. Much appreciated. We should actually do like Josh, if you have any time, which you don't, and I don't either. But we should do like a sort of a year-long recap for next week's episode.
Next week we should.
2 episodes.
Yes, we really should. I should even. You know what we should do? We should both commit to going back and watching all of them and taking notes.
No, I can't think of a greater torture.
Let's see. Like we were saying, roughly 100 hours worth. You could get that done.
If you start right now,
you can get that done in 4 days, almost.
Well, 5 days. Let's
okay.
Solid watching.
5 days.
Yeah. Everyone, okay. Task for everybody: watch everything from the beginning. Pick out your favorite moment.
Yeah. If you can.
I know what mine is.
Please. Oh, I know which one mine is. It has a lot.
Which one's yours?
It has a lot more of me laughing than actually saying anything. But my favorite episode was just a few weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, whatever it was.
Was it bedrolls?
Not my favorite. I think it was that same episode though.
Oh, really? What else happened in that episode?
We talked about videos, a brazing video, and
all right.
And I couldn't breathe for several minutes.
Josh broke himself.
I broke myself. But if you're watching this after the fact, or if you're watching this now, and you have a favorite moment, put it in the actual comments of these videos after the video is not after it's not live.
Yeah. So once the live stream is stopped,
because then we can go in there and pick those out. And then what I would like, and if you find what episode it was on, even better.
Even better.
If not, at least we can but if we can pull clips, we'll possibly be able to do that. So
imagine that. That would be fun.
Agreed. Thanking some people: Brian Sherwood, Jeremy Burris, Gene Masters, Psycho 13 Garage, RC Patina Guy, Hilltop RC, Ed Bongston, happy birthday, Dale C, Jared Marston, Quack RC BT, Perry G, Gray Matter Fab, Lone Star RC Guy, Slow Don, and Michael Swan.
Guys, when I Chrome quit, it didn't save all the viewer activity. So I don't have everybody in here.
It does that, and it sucks.
Darn it, guys. Thank you to all the people who did that, though. Appreciate it.
So,
Sorry.
Yes.
All right. Shoot. Well, maybe you guys could donate more money, and then I'll just... No, I'm joking. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week for the year anniversary.
Not the Scalies, because we found out that's
and we're doing that award show much later.
That is the year. No, and we're not calling it that because
we're not calling it that
because that's a whole different thing. Don't Google it.
Don't Google it, or Google it in incognito mode.
Yeah, get off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.